Hey everybody, it's Travis speaking. Today what I wanted to do was follow up on our last video where we talked a little bit about Autodesk 360 rendering in the cloud and the difference between Revit 2013 and 2012. So to do that, I'm just going to wanted you to see the actual landing page for 360 itself, but just to go back to our last video, just wanted to see how these renders actually turned out. And if you take a look over here, I'm back in that render gallery, and you see some information here from what we did before. So it's saying that the render time was 2 minutes, and the image size 1500 by 933 pixels. That's quite a large image, and to get that in 2 minutes is really quite exceptional. So if we take a look, we've got some different light schemes for this view. And again, these are all at a max of 1500 for that long dimension. So you can see here how good these textures really are. You've got the concrete, you've got a little bit of shine on this metal railing, there's a carpet in here, and then of course you've got some nice transparency and a little bit of reflection here with your glazing. So we'll just take a quick look at these other two. Nice exterior shot. And here's the default 3D view that it automatically creates. So I just wanted to just review that and go back to that before we get started with 360 itself. So let's move back over to 360. If you want to get started with a 360 account, anybody can have one. If you're on subscription with Autodesk, it gives you a little bit more additional benefits. You get more cloud storage, and you get more cloud rendering units, among some other things. So let's get into 360 and take a look. When you want to create an account, you come up to create account. Again, if you want to come to this page, you just type in the following link, 360.autodesk.com, and once you get there, you can come to create account and you'll see this page here where you can input your information. And again, nothing really too involved here. It's going to ask you if you have an Autodesk ID already created. If not, it's going to make one for you. Again, you just hit create account and you're off to the races. So I've already got an account, so I'm just going to get signed in here. And we'll take a quick look inside 360. So when you do get started, it's going to give you a little bit of an idea as to how to work with it with these videos here. But I'm just going to walk through some of this stuff with you today in a few short minutes. So online viewing, this is one of the benefits of 360, is that you can actually get a look at what you've uploaded without downloading it. So if it's not the correct file, you can move on to the file that is correct. Sharing documents is really nice for collaboration. You're able to manage your documents the very similar way that you would on your computer with File Explorer or Windows Explorer. And one of the beauty things about 360 as well is that they've enabled Autocad Web Server, which is an online application version of Autocad. And it's really nice because you don't have to have Autocad installed on every device you use now. Maybe if it's at home and you're not doing too many edits, there's not a whole lot you have to do, then why bother installing it? Maybe you can just go to 360 and do those quick edits that you need to from home and then share them back to the web. And then at the end here you've got a what's new in 360, so this will give you a bit of an overview, some more discussion I guess on what we're actually talking about today. So let's take a look into the guts of it. If we scroll down a little bit, you'll see here it's got a recent activity. I can filter out my recent activity by clicking on some of these filters. So if I say today, there's not really much happening. It is early morning. But if I say last 3 months, we're going to see some more stuff here. So we're going back to a couple days ago, back into December. We're looking at some different parts, some different file types here, right? So as you can see, I've got some data sets set up. I've got some inventor part files, a presentation, an MP4, some zip files, some DWGs. Now if I click on these, I'm going to get a little bit, there's going to be some differences. So right now if I click on this Vex presentation, we've got a video of our VEX presentation, and it automatically comes in and starts to play it. So that's really nice. I don't have to leave 360 to actually see a video. Now if I go back to my activity feed, you'll see that the VEX presentation is something that I looked at just moments ago. So it's keeping track of my activities. So if I'm ever wondering, hey, what was it that I was doing the other day? Where was that file? It's going to bring it right back up to the top for me. So that's kind of a nice feature. And again, if I'm going to go to, say, a DWG, I get a little bit different viewer here. It's prepping the viewer right now. And as you can see, that starts to fade in quite nicely. And this is this small floor plan that I've used as a demo frequently before. So right now that's in the view. We can take a look and see if there was any comments. In this case there wasn't. We can take a look at the layers quickly. If we want to see this drawing without certain layers, like maybe we want to see it without the doors or the grid, we can quickly shut that off just to get an idea. Then you've got some views. This isn't anything too special here, but we don't have any views except the original. But you can actually toggle through the different views if you have set them up. And then you come over to properties and you're going to see some vital information. We're seeing when it was created, last modified, what type of file it is, who the creator is. So this was actually done in AutoCAD Architecture 2013. Gives you a file name. It's pretty typical stuff. So that's a DWG. Now you can do some other stuff with this. You can actually edit this online using AutoCAD Web Server. Let me come up to some of these other actions here. We've got an upload, a download, edit online with Web Server. You can share. So this one is something I really wanted to address. If we're looking at the sharing and I wanted to share this with any of you guys, now you can actually see how to get this file. I'm going to turn the sharing on. And now if you type this in to your web browser, or if I copy and paste this into an email, it'll automatically be directed to this area in my 360 account. And because I've turned the sharing on, you can actually download this file now to get a look at it. So we can move past sharing, which is a really nice feature. You've got move. Say if I wanted to move this into another folder like my datasets folder, I could do that as well. And it's saying which of these folders do you want to move it to. I'll click on datasets and say move the document. Simple as that. There's an upload new version. Something that's vital to the industry is version tracking control. And so if you did another revision on this, what you might want to do is update it. So you could update a new version using this tool here. And it's going to ask me where is it. So I say select the document, and maybe it's someplace here on my computer. Now to speak to that a little bit further, one of the biggest advancements with the 2013 release of Autodesk software was the integration to 360. So now when you're in AutoCAD, there is an open feature that allows you to access files directly from the cloud, or you can update those cloud documents directly from within AutoCAD 2013 as well. So that's a nice feature as well. And again, if you want to come in to see versions, you can see the different versions of this file and what we actually did. So let's just click over here. It says the current version will remain in your version history. It will be replaced by the version indicated above. So let's say revert. There's no real noticeable changes here. I didn't really ever do too much to this drawing when I was demoing it, but just so you know that you can go back in time to see what other drawings that you were doing. Document activity, it gives you a little list of things that were done. Like I said, I haven't really done too much. All I've done is turn on sharing here, viewed it, downloaded it, viewed it. More or less just a demo file. And last but not least, you can delete the file if you don't need it anymore. You've got some categories here if you want to assign a category to it. But all in all, just a nice quick viewer. You've got some navigation tools if you actually want to get in a little bit closer. but really your mouse, the same way as it works in AutoCAD application, will work here too, which is pretty nice. So I'm just going to go back to pan so I'm not going all over the place here. But as you can see, just from that thumbnail, just from that viewer, I can actually see that drawing right up close. So let me just get back to my documents here. As you can see, there's a little drop down which allows me to take a look at some of the different stuff that I've done recently, or I can just click on documents and it'll take me down to this nice list. So I can quick filter it and look at the ones that are owned by me, which are all of these, or I can say shared publicly from AutoCAD 2013. So this is what I was talking about a little bit earlier. Had I published something from 2013 into the cloud, I could filter it out and find it immediately by using this quick filter. Again, just to show you some of the differences here, we've got a CAD training data set. If I go back to all documents, I've got another folder for data sets. And, you know, as I was saying, we have Revit files in here, we've got zip files. There's really no limit or restrictions on what type of files you can put into your cloud storage, but there are some limits as to what you can view and what you can edit, say, online. We still don't have capability of doing anything with 3ds Max, say, or Inventor, but hopefully it's coming soon. That said, there are things that work with Inventor. There is an optimization in 360. But for the most part, I just wanted to show the sharing and the storage. And so what we've looked at today is how you can use this 360 as a really valuable tool for collaboration. If you're ever looking for more information, you can get us on Twitter at iDesignSOL. You can also get us on YouTube. Obviously you're watching this video, but you could be getting it from, say, Facebook. We post all over. So that's youtube.com/iDesignSOL. Same thing with Twitter, twitter.com/iDesignSOL. Thanks for watching. This is Travis Van Cleef. Bye now.